You booked the flight, you checked the seat, and now you're staring at the flight timer like it's a prison sentence. Don't worry, these 11 tips will turn that 14-hour ordeal into something you might actually survive with your sanity and spine intact. 1. Don't trust the airplane food. Let's start before the plane even leaves the ground because this is where most people sabotage themselves. You see that little tray they hand out mid-flight? The one that looks like food but tastes like existential dread? Yeah, that's not dinner, that's dehydration in disguise. Airline meals are loaded with sodium so they still taste normal in pressurized cabins. The problem is, they also make you feel like a dried mango halfway through the flight. Instead, bring your own snacks. Light, easy, and zero mess. Dried fruit, granola bars, unsalted nuts, or a humble peanut butter sandwich. The goal isn't gourmet, it's control. When you eat on your own schedule, you beat the jet lag monster before it even wakes up. Heavy meals mid-flight confuse your body's clock, so keep it small and simple. You'll land lighter, clearer, and way less grumpy than everyone who inhaled mystery lasagna at 3 a.m. over Greenland. 2. Hydrate like it's your full-time job. The cabin air you're breathing, it's drier than the Sahara. Within a few hours, it'll pull moisture from your skin, lips, eyes, even your sense of humor. Bring a refillable bottle or better yet, a wide-mouth thermos. Fill it after security and sip steadily. Forget coffee, soda, or alcohol. Caffeine and booze mess with your hydration and sleep. Just stick to water. If you need flavor, toss in a lemon slice or hydration tab. Seasoned travelers know this rule: 1 cup of water per hour of flight. You'll visit the lavatory more, sure, but that's secretly a bonus. You'll get micro stretches in too. Your future self at baggage claim will thank you when you're not walking off the plane with a desert for a throat. 3. Pack your seat-side survival kit. You know that moment when you realize everything you need is locked in the overhead bin and your seatmate just fell asleep? Classic rookie mistake. Fix it by creating a tiny survival kit. A small soft bag that lives under the seat ahead of you. Inside, headphones, charger, lip balm, wipes, snacks, toothbrush, neck pillow, eye mask, and maybe a pen. Basically everything you'll reach for without standing up. Choose a flexible bag with side pockets so you're not rummaging like you're mining for gold every time you need gum. It's a small prep move that buys you huge comfort later. 4. Choose your seat. Like your sanity depends on it. Because it does. Picking the right seat isn't luck, it's strategy. Check in early and use Seat Guru or the airline map to scout your options. If sleep is your goal, window seat all day. You get a wall to lean on, control over the shade, and no one waking you to pee. Need to stretch or hydrate often? Go for the aisle. Mobility beats views at 35,000 feet. Avoid seats near bathrooms or galleys unless you enjoy the symphony of flushing and gossip. Tall, try an exit row, but remember there's no underseat storage. Smart seat picking turns a 14-hour struggle into a bearable endurance test. 5. Sleep like a pro, not a pretzel. Sleeping in economy is basically yoga with turbulence, but it is possible. Start with posture. Use the headrest wings. Those little side flaps aren't decoration. Fold them in so your head doesn't bob like a broken dashboard toy. Next, repurpose that flimsy pillow the airline gives you. Slide it behind your lower back for lumbar support. A huge difference. And about neck pillows, most people wear them wrong. Flip it so the thick part sits under your chin. That stops your head from dropping forward. Bring your own blanket or a big scarf. Airplane blankets feel like recycled paper towels. Your own one will actually keep you warm. One last insider move. Check under the armrest. There's often a hidden button that lets it lift completely. If you're flying with someone you know, that extra inch of space feels like business class. 6. Noise is the enemy. You'll regret ignoring this. Here it is. The tip people underestimate until they're halfway through the flight surrounded by crying toddlers, snoring seatmates, and engine drones that sound like white noise from hell. Noise-canceling headphones aren't a luxury, they're survival gear. They don't just block chaos, they protect your sanity. Slip them on and the plane transforms from zoo to zen. If you're not into big headphones, even cheap foam earplugs will dull the roar and help you rest. Pressure pain during takeoff or landing? Chew gum, yawn slowly, or sip water to balance ear pressure. It's simple physics and pure magic. Once you learn the joy of mid-flight silence, you'll never board without them again. 7. Buckle up smart. Here's a small hack that separates pros from amateurs. Always fasten your seatbelt over your blanket, not under. When turbulence hits and the crew walks the aisle, they won't wake you just to check if you're buckled. Planning to skip the meal service and nap instead? Keep your tray table down before closing your eyes. When food service rolls through, the attendants can quietly place your meal without tapping your shoulder. Little tricks, massive comfort boost. And yes, if you're going to recline, do it slowly. Nothing ruins goodwill faster than snapping your seat back into someone's laptop. 8. Compression socks are your secret weapon. They may not look glamorous, but they'll save your legs. Literally. Hours of sitting slows your blood flow, which leads to swollen ankles and that "why don't my shoes fit" moment when you land. Compression socks apply gentle pressure that keeps circulation steady. Doctors love them because they reduce the risk of clots and keep your feet warm in cold cabins. Travelers love them because they make long flights tolerable. It's like giving your legs a hug that lasts 14 hours. Not sexy, but highly effective. 9. Dress for the cabin, not the gram. Airplanes are temperature roller coasters. Frozen 1 minute, sauna the next. Don't dress like you're heading to brunch. Dress like you're settling in for a long Netflix binge. Loose joggers or soft pants, a breathable tee, and a hoodie or zip-up. That's your golden combo. Add a lightweight scarf. It's the Swiss Army knife of travel gear. Blanket, neck warmer, eye cover, even a seat cushion if things get desperate. Jeans, belts, tight waistbands, leave them at home. You'll thank yourself halfway through when everyone else is squirming and you're still comfy. 10. Move or lose it. After 6 hours of sitting, your body starts to stage a quiet protest. Your knees ache, your back stiffens, and your circulation slows down like dial-up internet. Stand up every hour or two, walk the aisle, do a casual stretch near the lavatory, flex your calves. Even toe tapping counts. Many airlines have short exercise videos in the entertainment system. Watch one, no shame. Movement isn't just about comfort, it helps prevent swelling and serious issues like deep vein thrombosis. And bonus, it gives you something to do besides checking the flight map for the 47th time. 11. Flying with kids, pack familiarity, not entertainment. If you've ever flown with kids, you already know the truth. There's no such thing as a peaceful flight, there's just damage control, but a little planning can make it way less chaotic. Forget hauling a mountain of toys. What kids need most on a plane isn't distraction, it's comfort. Bring small, familiar items that feel like home. Their favorite blanket, a stuffed animal that smells like their bed, the same snacks they always eat. Familiarity anchors them in an unfamiliar environment. And if you can, grab kid-sized headphones with volume limiters. Those tiny ears deserve protection from the jet engine symphony. Let them watch their favorite shows, but don't rely solely on screens. Mix it up. Coloring, stories, even window watching. Plan mini activities that buy you 10 minutes of quiet at a time. Traveling with another adult? Teamwork is everything. Trade shifts. One handles snacks and screen time. The other gets 5 minutes of silence. A tag team rhythm keeps everyone sane. And yes, you're allowed to reward yourself with chocolate when it's over. You've earned it. Surviving a long flight doesn't actually start in the air. It starts hours before you even step through security. The energy you bring onto the plane decides how that flight feels. If you're racing through the terminal after a heavy airport meal, sweaty and stressed, you've already lost. The key is slowing down. Check in early, eat light, wear breathable layers, and take 10 quiet minutes before boarding to stretch, refill your bottle, and queue up your playlist. Those tiny rituals set your rhythm before you're sealed in a metal tube for half a day. Everyone talks about neck pillows, but the real sleep battle isn't your neck, it's your mind. Your body can't rest if your brain's still on alert, so create fake night. Dim the screen, slip on an eye mask, play something calm. Darkness tricks your brain into relaxing. Don't obsess over sleeping 8 hours. Even one solid nap can reset your mood. When you wake, stretch, sip water, and breathe. Long flights aren't about deep sleep, they're about micro rest that keep you sane. Everyone's packed into the same flying sardine can, so small acts of courtesy go a long way. Recline gently, keep your volume low. Share the armrest. If you're on the aisle, stand occasionally so others don't have to climb over you. Window seat? Control the shade. Your sunrise might be someone else's flashlight. Good plane karma is real. A decent seatmate makes 10 hours bearable. A bad one makes 10 minutes torture. Recovery doesn't start after you land, it starts mid-flight. Sitting too long slows blood flow and stiffens everything. Every hour, roll your ankles, flex your calves, stretch a little. Stand near the galley for a minute and move. Once you land, walk instead of collapsing into the nearest chair. Hydrate, skip sugary coffee, and let your body recalibrate. Jet lag isn't just a time problem, it's your body wondering what planet it's on. Start adjusting a day early. On board, eat and rest according to your destination's time, not the airline's. Hydrate constantly, and once you land, step outside. Sunlight is your natural reboot button. It tells your brain we're here now. By hour 10, you stop feeling like a person and start feeling like luggage with a pulse. That's when your mindset saves you. Don't fight the boredom, lean into it. Watch that guilty pleasure movie, zone out to music, enjoy being unreachable. Don't count hours, count meals, naps, and movies. The goal isn't perfection, it's arrival with dignity. When you finally do land, stretch before standing. Eat fresh food, shower, and shake off airplane mode. That first shower after a long haul? Pure therapy. Nobody loves a 14-hour flight, but surviving one without falling apart is easy if you make small, deliberate choices. And hey, if even one of these tips saves you from mid-air misery, hit that like button. Drop a comment with your own travel hacks and subscribe for more real-world guides that actually make your trips better, because no one remembers the flight, only how they felt when they landed. Let's make that feeling a good one.